and welcome back to my channel. You guys are getting 2 sprints this month from me, and that's amazing because I was not planning on doing any initially. So, welcome. I'm Brie Bonomo, and today I have my very special guest who is new to my channel, Trinity. So, Trinity, do you want to go ahead, introduce yourself, tell us what you're working on tonight?
Yes, so hi everyone, I'm Trinity Lemm. I'm the indie author of 3 books. The Forever series is what I'm currently working on right now. So I already have the first 2 books out, Forever Burn and Forever Frozen. I'm working on the 3rd book tonight. And it is a YA to NA contemporary romance. So that is what I'm currently working on.
That's amazing. I always admire when people are like, I did this and I'm self-published and I did all this work, and I'm like, you go get it. So, oh my gosh, that's awesome though. But yeah, so Trinity is the first time on my channel. We met through Autumn Ashley. As you guys, if you're watching me, then you probably know me and Autumn have been on our channels for over a year now. So I'm very excited to make more friends and to do writing sprints with more people because it's always a fun time. And so tonight I am going to be working on my Prophecy Project edits. That's my adult fantasy that I'm hoping to query by the end of the year. So I would love to get through this. Like, it's technically my camp goal, but I didn't really make a camp goal because I didn't want to fail.
Oh, me too. I knew I wasn't going to make it, so I didn't.
I just came back to the country after having like a bachelorette party that was like the hangover for the women. So I'm glad that I didn't set this goal because I'm like, I have no idea what was going to happen. It was the wildest time of my life, and both good and bad.
Oh, where did you go?
We went to the Dominican Republic.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, like it was both. It was like we got into a golf cart accident. I literally should just make a story time because it's the literally wildest thing that you could imagine. And then, like I said, there was like some good times, and then there was just some of like, what is even happening anymore?
Right.
So, but yeah, we were joking that we just needed to steal a tiger, and we would have completed the Hangover movie.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so anyway, I'm on chapter 9 of my novel. I think I have like 30. I don't even know how many chapters I have. I have 40. I have 40 chapters. So we're not very far.
I keep like moving this. I don't know where I want it at, but oh my god, you like plan it out, you can plot it. I cannot.
So I recently did V.E. Schwab's writing routine, and she made a comment that she's a connect the dotser, where she has a few plot points and then just goes from there. And
that's what I do.
But
I didn't know what it was called.
I don't know. Like, this is what she made it out to me, but I'm like, I think you should like trademark that V.E. Schwab because that's brilliant, because that's what I do. But I mean, I have kind of like, now that because this is my second draft, I'm going into draft 3. So like I do have it much better fleshed out now. And that's kind of what I need to do. Like I kind of need to get like my thoughts down, and then I sit on it and then figure out like what worked, what didn't work, and then go from there.
Right. I just love listening to everyone else's like how everyone else does their stuff, because I think it's so different. Which
I agree.
Fun. I love hearing about everyone's process.
I agree. That's also why I love doing like writing like challenges, because it's so fun to see like how it might be different or what I can learn about myself by doing those challenges. So
yeah, definitely.
But all right. So I'm going to go through the comments real quick because I definitely need some sprints and I want to get to work. So Zara popped in and she's not feeling too well, but hopefully she's going to write. And I definitely hope, Zara, you are able to get some writing done and you don't feel too bad by the end of this. I mean, maybe just go to bed after we're done. Mercurial, hello. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm so glad you're here. Celeste, good evening to Alvin. And Aubrey and Shay. Oh my gosh, Shay. It's been so long. Me and Shay always say that we just like we always miss each other because either like I'm coming in at the end of hers or like she's
Right.
just in the middle of something that she's doing when it's just so I'm so happy to see you, friend. And Celeste is working on draft 2 of a YA contemporary novel. Get that. That's amazing. I just feel like the fact that you're on draft 2 is a win. Yes to story time. We'll see how it goes. It might be like, it might take me a little bit of recovery. So maybe by next summer, I will finally post my story time. But yeah, it was a weird trip. Aubrey's going to be working on a middle grade paranormal murder mystery. That sounds incredible. I just love all those keywords. Mercari is ready to sprint, and the connected dots should totally be coined as an alternative to plotting or pantsing. It could. That's actually what I think it's like, because I used to call myself a plantser, and I think you're right. That's on that spectrum.
Yeah.
Yes. I told you I was going to try. Yes, I saw that you set the reminder, and I'm just so happy. So I know sometimes it doesn't work out too, because even when you plan to show up to someone's stream and then something comes up in life. So
Right.
I'm just happy to see you. Renee, welcome. And then, yes. Okay. So, oh, and then Courtney popped in. Hi, Courtney. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. So many people are here. All right. Well, since we have now a couple of viewers and we chatted, I am ready to do our sprint. So typically now I think you are drafting, right, Trinity?
Yes.
Okay. So I know when I like to do my like read throughs, I do like a little bit of a longer sprint. So we might amp it up, but I do like to start with the 15. So if that's cool with you,
Oh, that's perfect.
awesome. Okay. So we will start with our 15-minute sprint. Let me get back. I already have everything set up, ready to go. Look at me on top of things. So, all right. So we are going to do 15, guys, and then we will come back and chat and then do it all over again. So 15 minutes. Good luck. So, how do we do?
I think pretty good. Let me see. I'm gonna check my word count.
Yeah, so while you're doing that, I know we had a couple people just join us too. We had Diana, Barb, hello, Chandra, and Gio. Oh my God, so many wonderful faces. Hi, guys. So we literally perfect timing for most of y'all. We just finished our first sprint, so we're just getting started.
I think I did pretty good. I think a little under 500 words.
Oh, that's amazing for 15 minutes.
Thank
So
you.
really in the flow of things.
I know. I'm in like one of those scenes where it's like one of those scenes that's super exciting to write,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I want to keep writing with it, and it just doesn't stop. You know what I mean? Like once you start, like you can't stop writing it.
Yeah, I love those scenes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I had that with my other work in progress when I was getting into like some backstory, but like kind of like a flashback. And it was in my video that I posted last week because I was like, I just didn't expect to be so consumed by this. And I just wrote for 2 hours and I wrote like 4,000 words in 2 hours. I was like, this is never happening again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
So.
like one of those scenes where that like you've envisioned it in your head so many times that when you get to the point where you can write it, you just
yeah.
Yeah.
It pours out of you. I love it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I didn't do nearly as much. I read through 3 pages. I had during that time, so with the bachelorette party, during our golf cart accident, my friend had just texted me during that sprint that she has a fracture in her rib.
Oh no.
So I was like just texting her, being like, oh my, because you can't do anything about a rib fracture except wait for it to heal. But I was like, this makes sense.
Oh no.
So, like she's doing okay overall. It's just she's in pain.
Right.
So yeah, one day that story time will come. As for everyone else, let's see. Zara finished dinner, which is important when you're not feeling well. So I'm glad you did that. Celeste got 386 words, trying to get back into the groove. That is hard if you, especially, I don't know if you've like taken like a long break, but I was just with my mermaid story where I haven't written in it since November. So I was looking at it the other day and I'm like, I really want to write in this. And I'm like,
you don't know where to start.
Yeah. Like I knew the train where I was going, which was like they were going to go back and do a task for someone and it was possibly very risky for them. But I don't remember like exactly where I was going to have her going. So I think I got to like read it again.
Yeah.
So I'm probably not going to write mermaid for a while. I'm trying not to always be doing something I got ready. Listen, I mean, I feel that. That's why I cut back on things. But I mean, you're killing it still. Alvin got 353 words. Courtney got 388, working on an impromptu short story. I love this for you. That sounds awesome. Aubrey got 116 and got distracted by Instagram. It happens to me all the time. Mercurio got 414, which is exciting because it's a palindrome. Yes. I do love numbers like that or words like that too. So I'm happy for you. And then, my pain is in my ribs too. And the pain is if I fractured it, but I didn't. I checked with the doctor. Oh, Yve, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm glad you checked with the doctor because I'm not a doctor. So I don't want to say what it could be. But hopefully you feel better. And Brittany ordered Chick-fil-A for dinner. Awesome. I just told my friend the other day that I've never had Chick-fil-A.
Me neither.
Oh my God. Thank God. I'm not alone.
I know everyone thinks I'm a weirdo because I've never had it.
Same. They are building a Chick-fil-A because there's really none around where I live. There's one about 45 minutes away from me, which is not worth it for me. And they're building one about 25 minutes away now. So I could go try it. Yeah. But I just tried White Castle for the first time.
I haven't had that either.
There's nothing around here where I live either. So like we were traveling back from the airport and it was like 10 o'clock at night and none of us had eaten because we were traveling for 14 hours.
Right.
So we were like, let's just get something fast. And we found a White Castle. Their chicken sliders were one of the best things I've ever eaten though. I don't know if it's because I was starving or they actually are just really good. So I do recommend if you find one. There's no way to fix it, and I'm being told, oh boy. So this has been ongoing then. You might have mentioned it to me, and I feel like if you did, I'm sorry. I'm a bad friend. But I'm sorry. I don't know. I got nothing. I wish I could magically tell you what your problem was.
I know, me too.
Yes. So that's also kind of that's another reason why I haven't gone out of my way to try it because I haven't been really. That's also why I boycott Hobby Lobby now too. Even though I used to love theirs.
Oh yeah, because aren't they like super religious or something?
And like against everything.
Right. Because I know they're not even open on Sundays.
Nope. And neither is Chick-fil-A, I don't think.
Oh yeah, I think that's right.
So yeah. So I'm with you, Zara. I haven't tried it and I don't know if I will, even though everyone hypes it up.
I don't really have like the desire to try it. I don't know why. I'm also not really a big like fast food person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably it. But yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a sour taste. But I mean, if someone was going to be like driving me somewhere and they're like, we're stopping here, I'd probably try it still. I'm not going to lie, but that would probably be like what would happen. Like White Castle. I was probably never going to have White Castle. And my friends are like, we're going. Let's see. I've never had Chick-fil-A either. Oh, yes. Well, I mean, it's good to know what you can have before you have it. So, well, at least we're not alone. And then Zara. Okay. All right. So I didn't think you mentioned it. And I was like, I feel really bad. But, I mean, you can share whatever you need to with me. If you're in pain and you just want to vent, you could do that. So, all right. Well, then, since you're probably going to about 9, maybe a little after. So I want to try to at least get 2 more sprints in for tonight. So how we feeling about a 25?
I think we're feeling good.
Okay. I was going to say, especially if you're in that scene, that 25 might be.
I'm getting in that group. But I had to kind of like pause for a few minutes because I felt like I wasn't writing it the way that I always wanted to. But I have these like note cards.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah. If I think of like specific phrases and stuff, I write everything on these note cards. So when I don't know what to write, I just look at them and it helps me get out.
I love that. I just have Google Docs off the wazoo because I'll be like, I have an idea. And then I have like 4 docs later of just book notes. And I'm like, why do I do this to myself?
I know, the amount of journals and like notes on my phone that I have is ridiculous.
My gosh. Yeah. So the notes, especially because like, I don't know about you, but right before I go to bed and I'm like, no, I have an idea.
Or when I'm just like out somewhere and I don't have my writing stuff with me.
Yeah.
I write it down.
Yes. That's why I always carry a notebook just in case. Do I ever really use the notebook? No, but it's there. I usually just end up putting it on my phone.
That's what I do.
Yep. Well, Barbara, you're going to have to make that for me then. That's what you're going to have to do. So I'm trying to boycott half price books too. Oh, so I don't think I've ever bought from them, but I will stay away now. So thanks for that, Gio. So, all right. Well, on that note, I caught up to everything. So we are going to do our 25 minutes. So, we had one more comment pop in. Sometimes I'm super scared to write scenes I have in my head because I feel like I'm writing will never live up to how I imagined it. I was going to say, and that's honestly what editing is for too. So, I mean, because the thing is, for me, like I used to be so hung up on like certain paragraphs or certain wording and I would never finish anything because I would just like overthink stuff. But like you have literally endless amounts of drafts to get something right. And it's okay because I had this brilliant idea in this draft of Prophecy Project where I was like, they're going to have an underground tunnel that goes into the mountains. And then realistically, I'm like, that would be so hard to actually make. I'm like, that's miles of tunnels.
I know, or I get ideas of stuff that I like don't know anything about, like anything medical or like sciencey stuff. I'm like, this is a cool idea, but I have no idea how to write it. So I'm just gonna scratch it.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that too. Or you just put in filler, like add this here, and then you go
Yeah,
back later.
yeah, that too. If it's something small, yeah, but if it's like a major
Yeah.
point, I'm like, I can't.
No, that's fair because if I you don't want to have the people like me who get really mad when therapy isn't done right.
Oh, I am the same way. When I see stuff in books that I know isn't
Hmm.
right, especially with authors that have like editors and like big house publishers. I mean,
Exactly.
don't people check this?
Yep. I agree. So yeah, I agree too that I would probably just nix it if I didn't know anything. But yeah, as Courtney and Celeste, writing, editing, it literally is the best because you can do whatever you want. So, but all right, guys. So we are going to do our second sprint, and hopefully we'll see how far we get. Maybe we'll even squeeze in a fourth, a quick one, maybe. Well, let's know. I don't know. So, all right. See you in 25 minutes, everyone. And let me actually start the timer. That would be good. Okay, here we go. Okay. I definitely was into my reading that time. So, how did your chapter go?
I think it's going good,
Mm-hmm.
but I keep like, I don't know what it is,
Mhm.
but I keep like pausing because I don't know. It just like, it feels like not like my writing style has changed over the past few chapters, but as if I'm not being as descriptive as I was in the previous chapters. So I keep like hesitating. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why, but I really thought I would like fly through this scene, and now I keep like stopping.
It sounds like
And
you're second guessing yourself.
I am. I definitely am. Okay, but there was one point though where I probably spent 5 minutes just sitting there rereading the same sentence because my main character Axel,
Mm-hmm.
he's kind of like the alpha bad boy type whatever. So he wears a lot of like black t-shirt, black
Mm-hmm.
jeans and that type of stuff. But it's like summer right now. So I was like I don't want to make him wear jeans in the summertime because that's weird, but he wouldn't wear like shorts. So I just sat there for 5 minutes trying to figure out what to write. And
I mean, as a former emo kid who used to wear jeans in the summer, people do it. I just wore jeans last night.
okay, true, true, true. Okay.
So
I
I feel
know.
like you're probably okay.
I know. I kept being like, is are people gonna think this is weird if he's wearing jeans in
Yeah.
July?
Especially if they're like dark jeans or something like that. Like, I mean,
Right.
we'll do it all the time, seriously.
Because I definitely wear jeans like in the summertime at night when I go out, but I never wear them like during the day.
Yeah. As a teen, I used to. So
Yeah.
I do know other people do too. It's also like like for various reasons because I know some people who like will only wear pants or jeans or anything like that because of their comfortability. Like that they don't
Right.
want to wear shorts or something like that. And then
Right.
other people who, are sensitive to the sun. So I mean, in this
Yeah.
case, he has an aesthetic.
He does. He does. Yeah. How did your reading go?
Good. I finished my chapter 9, so I'm on chapter 10 now, and I'm actually a couple of pages into it actually. So
Oh,
I really love my chapter 9. Well, so I really love the character that I was writing in, and I'm reading feedback from someone, and they in that chapter they were like, "Do you like writing this character more?" Because and I'm like, "Yeah, I think so."
I definitely give more like certain characters more attention
Hmm.
than other ones, but I feel like every writer does that. You know, you kind of cater to
Well, and I
certain.
think I think for me, because of how my ending goes, I think it works out better that way.
Right.
Which I'm like I'm a villain myself. But I just love like because they're two very like in different places in their lives. Like the character that I was writing like is a sorcerer in this world. She knows more about her history and she's just very like she's kind of already like grown up in some way,
Right.
and her twin sister is the other point of view, and her twin sister is having more of a coming of age like journey, like trying to figure out answers and stuff like that. So they're just two different perspectives, but
Yeah.
I like both of them, but I love the magic aspect.
Right. Yeah, but especially if they are twins, you kind of have to make them very different so their voices are their own,
Yes,
you
and
know?
so far my feedback says I do that well, so that makes me so
Good.
happy.
Good.
So I hope it stays. That's my main fear is that I'm gonna start getting to like the middle of the book and I'm like, oh god, they're starting to blend.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah, but so far I'm really liking it. And like I said, they do have like totally different stories. They're like they are crossing over and they're going to eventually meet, but I just think the pacing ends up being different for a good reason because they're doing different things right now. So hopefully that means it actually is how I think it is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see how everyone. So, question for you, Brooke. Hello, Brooke. Wants to know where you got your chair.
Quite honestly, I have no idea. My parents got it for me. They got me the chair and my desk for Christmas. So I really don't know where they got it. I'm sorry. I wish I had an answer for you.
I don't know what Brooke has up in Canada because I know like that kind of mesh chair was at like it's not the same style, but it was similar at Staples. But I don't know if Canada has Staples.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Regina got 513. I love those numbers. 534 for Celeste and finishing up a chapter. Congrats. Sarah spent the whole time dealing with something important with your mom. Well, I mean, I'm gonna say that's productive if it's important, so you're fine. Until later revisions, I don't think writer story. Yeah, that's always my MO as well. That's what I tell people is just if you're getting stuck, just move on. Yeah. Because you'll just start nitpicking everything and like worrying about every minute detail. And then you're gonna be like, maybe I shouldn't even be a writer.
I
Like we
know.
just go through that spiral. Yes. Okay. So yeah, a lot of people were saying about the jeans.
Okay, good. That makes me feel a lot better.
I'm not emo, but I wear jeans. Yeah. I mean, I'm no longer emo, I guess. Some days I am.
We all are some days.
Working on my character personality and past memories. I love that for you. That's my favorite kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Autumn, hi,
Autumn.
my friend. Are you at work right now, or you right? What you start work probably now, or you're going to work? But I'm still impressed by your schedule. Yeah, I do too. Like Trinity said, like later in the night,
Yeah.
I will wear them, especially if it cools down, because I get cold over everything. That's a good point too. You could have ripped jeans.
I didn't even think about that.
Courtney coming in hot with 663. Really enjoying the short story. I started using a random first line generator and it's so fun. Oh, that sounds like a really, are you filming this? Because that sounds like a fun, like video idea that I would love to watch. I feel that, Brie. Yeah, it definitely does happen. And I just think like, well, and it's funny because this story, like I initially started off being stronger with the other sister. And then the others, my main, so I have Irina and Macaria. It's just easier to say. So
Yeah.
I started off really into Macaria's storyline because she was the one that was going on the journey, and I love journey stories.
Right.
But then Irina busted through and was like, "I have magic," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, we have magic." So that's how that all happened. But yeah, it's fun. But I do love them both. It's just different ways at this point. But I guess my flow is much nicer in Irina's perspective. It is what it is. Okay, that's conversation. Okay, let's see. Was already writing, and then I saw you were doing sprint. Hi, Shantae. I'm so excited you joined. So we're definitely going to have one more, depending on what Trinity feels like. And if she wants to do another one, maybe we'll do a quick 10-minute at the end. But yeah, so we're going to do at least maybe a 20-minute coming up. And then, yeah, okay, I figured you were at work by now. Yeah, you're impressive.
Yeah. Whoa. I could never.
Yeah. I give you all the strength.
Yeah.
You're welcome. That's how most of my characters are literally just their own people. And they tell me what they're doing.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So, okay. So does a 20-minute sprint work for you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Because that'll definitely give us a 3, and then we can assess and see how we're feeling for a next one. All right. Technically, the only thing I have to do is go to bed. So like, I have nothing after this, but I also respect if you need to peace out. So, okay. Oh, go ahead if you're saying something.
Oh, I am dog sitting right now. That's the only thing I have to do after.
Gotta go check.
Go let them out. But We can probably do another 10-minute after the.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get through our 20 and then we'll figure out what it is. Okay.
Good.
All right, guys. Good luck for 20 minutes, and I'll see you then. Another one down. So, how'd you do that time?
That one was definitely better.
Good, good. Did you kind of just like move through it this time?
Yeah, I didn't pause and start overthinking so much.
That is always a good thing.
Yeah.
So, I also did pretty well. I finished chapter 10
Oh.
and I like their banter because it's
Yeah.
a different perspective, and I kind of like just their little like back and forth. And then also, I found a couple places that I can like elaborate on some of the world building, so I'm happy about that. So
Oh, that's
overall,
good. I love when characters have banter back and forth because it just really brings out their personalities. And as a reader, I think that's kind of what makes you get so attached to characters, is like
absolutely,
seeing their personality jump out.
yep, yeah. I loved my last chapter with my Irina character. I was because I love like her and her foster brother essentially. Like their banter is my favorite to write because
Yeah.
like Irina is like so fiery and her foster brother is just very much like I gotta like keep you in line. So their banter is so fun. And at one point he just like I was laughing to myself even though I wrote it because he like essentially low key just insults her that she will not survive on her own because she has no hunting skills and not enough years of magic. And I was like, that was a brilliant line. I'm proud of myself.
Oh, I do that too all the time. Like when I go back and reread, I'll laugh, or some scenes I'll cry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be interested because this book, like, there is a major sad part in it, and I beefed that up really bad, well, not really good, but like, I'm wondering if I'm gonna make myself cry when I read it.
I make myself cry when I'm even writing it. And
Yeah.
then when I go back and reread it, I cry again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. In my other work in progress, I made myself cry. Well, I shouldn't say cry. I was tearing up though because of like this. Our poor main characters has so much trauma, and like
Right.
they had saw someone that brought some of that back, and they were just like going through what happened and like how they were dealing with it. And I was like, I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? But
I know.
she's a good character too. So when I like writing that when I can.
Mhm.
But yeah, let's see how everyone else did. So Regina, 462, Celeste, 480. Chandra's working on a book blurb, which is awesome. Shantae rewrote a scene and added some humorous characters so it's less info dumping. That was a good sprint. Yes, I also loved humorous characters. As I mentioned, I crack myself up all the time. Zara got 140 words in the last 2 minutes. That's pretty solid, though, for 2 minutes. Good job.
That's pretty quick.
Oh man, well, I mean, maybe you needed that. Maybe you just needed to kind of sit and recharge. So,
Right.
I mean, everything happens for, some reason or another, whether it's like because our brains are telling us or our bodies are telling us. So, just enjoy it. You're fine. You got 140 words in. And then yes, as Regina also said, yeah, when you're in pain, you can't it's hard to do much of anything. So, right. So it is a 9:04. How are you feeling? Do you feel like you got to go check on the dogs?
Well, how long of a sprint would you like to do?
So I was gonna say we could either do a 10-minute, or if we want to do like as my friend Maddie would say, a mad dash of 5. We could do a quick 5-minute sprint and just see how far we get.
Okay, you want to do a mad dash?
We could do a mad dash.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Okay. So then for everyone in the comments, obviously we are getting ready to do our final sprint. So definitely get ready because we're just going to do it quickly and then we're going to wrap up. So let's see. There's my ticker. I was like looking for that one. Okay. So we're going to do 5 minutes, friends. Add to the stream and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck. That goes by so fast.
That was a quick one.
It was.
But surprisingly very productive.
That is good. I always love when those ones are productive because they really do go by so quickly.
Yeah.
So how much did you do, or like how do you feel?
I think during this entire sprint, I did 4 full pages.
Ooh, that's
So,
awesome.
yeah, I don't know the word count. It's not coming up when I tried to pull it up, so I don't know why. But
Something impressive. I mean, 4 pages is a pretty decent amount of words.
yeah.
That is awesome, though. I read through 2 pages in that one for our 5-minute quick.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, I found a continuity issue. That it's good that I caught it because it actually can play into a later thing. But it's one of those things where like I kind of forgot about it. So I'm happy I caught it. So I made a note, and I also one of my readers brought up like a point where it was like, why would this one character not do something? And I was like, in my head, I'm like, well, because of love. Just like keep it very vague. but now I'm like, well, maybe they will do that thing. Like, let's just add another layer of like stakes here. Maybe they would. So now I had to write that down too, because I'm like, it would make things a little bit more predictable of like that whole like duty over love. Like that, like like what is going to come out more. So I might add that, because then also for the end of my book, it might make more sense of why the one character makes this one decision too, because there's like nothing left.
Right.
A lot of vague stuff, but but one day it'll all make sense, hopefully. So yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna run through the comments. I know, unfortunately, we just had a couple people join us, but Alley Cat, I haven't seen you in forever. But hi, and Lewis, hello. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen either of them in one of my streams, probably because I haven't really streamed much. But I'm so sad because that was our last sprint. But I'm so happy you guys popped in to say hi. Celeste got a little over 200 words and finally able to cut out some words. That's a great feeling. Regina, you are welcome. Oh my God, great on 1,000 words. So go feed your dogs. They deserve to eat. And Celeste, yes, thank you guys for joining. So Trinity, would you like to plug yourself one last time?
Yeah, thank you guys for all joining us. Thank you, Bree, for hosting and having me. I had so much fun. So yeah, we'll have to do it again, definitely. And if you guys want to go check out my channel, I'm pretty new to YouTube. I have a couple videos up already. Yeah, so feel free to go check out my videos and stay updated with all my writing stuff. And yeah.
Yes, and Trinity is linked down below, her YouTube and her Instagram. And I know on Instagram, then you can get all of her links for everything. So be sure to go follow on both. And I know you guys, you know me. It's my channel. So thank you guys for watching. There is going to be no video this week from me, but I did post a video about writing like V.E. Schwab last week. I was very proud of that video. It's a half-hour vlog of goodness. So if you haven't checked that out, I would love it if you would go watch it, because I put a lot of work into doing that. And I was very, very productive. So yeah, just go check it out. And hopefully Trinity will be back on my channel at some point in the future.
Definitely.
And so, or maybe vice versa. Maybe I'll pop over on hers.
Oh, yes. Yes, we'll have to do that.
So, but thank you guys again. And for those who came late, I'm just happy I got to say hi to you guys. And hopefully I will be able to have another one. I think next week, maybe the 29th, I think it is, I'll be on Sarah Sutton's channel. So you guys can go follow me over there. So thanks again. And until next time, I'll see you guys. So bye.